first technique that's required for Tracy's orange belt is attacking the circle. This is not a self-defense technique. This is designed to help you with your footwork and to teach you the clock principle. So the first move is stepping into 12 o'clock, which is straight ahead, into a fighting stance. Chop the neck, chop the groin. Slide in, slide out to 3 o'clock, chop the neck, chop the groin, slide back to neutral or to the center, left chop to the neck, left chop to the groin, come in and repeat at 9 o'clock. Then we're going to come back to the center, go to our 45s, which is 230 with the right, 430 with the right, back to center, out left, 730, 1030. Okay, again. Step forward 12. Right to 3, back to center, back to 6 with our left, back to center, out to 9 with our left, back to center. 230. Chop the neck, chop the groin. 430. Chop the neck, chop the groin with our right. Now our left side. 730. Chop the neck, chop the groin. Chop the neck, chop the groin. For more detailed information on the clock principle, please visit our basic DVD. The next technique we're going to look at for orange belt is Sumo. Sumo is for a low grab. So they're grabbing around your waist or reaching for around the waist. It could even be coming in with a bear hug. Anything that's kind of low to that area. First thing we're going to do is step out to our center line, and we're going to try to strike with the elbows on top of the radial nerve. But we're going to follow through with chops in case you miss that target. Then we're going to come straight into chamber, straight out with our double spear hand to either side of the windpipe. Step forward right to 12 o'clock as our left hand grabs the shoulder into a left soft bow, right hand in chamber. Pivot to horse, forearm strike to the sternum, follow through with an elbow to the chin, roll over hammer fist to the groin, left hand is still in check, draw to cat, back kick, and cross out. Okay, again, step out to square, elbow, forearms into chamber. Double spear hand to either side of the windpipe, pull straight back. Step forward right to 12, grab with your left. Forearm strike the sternum, follow through with an uppercut to the chin, roll over hammer fist to the groin as your left hand stays in check, draw to cat, back kick, and cross out. Okay, from this angle here. Elbow, forearms, double spear hand. Now you want to get to where that's one move. One smooth action would be where you want to achieve. Then back to chamber. Step the soft bow. This again will be one follow through. One smooth action. Roll over hammer fist, back kick, and out. So when you're done, there's only 3 really moves. This is your first, your second, and your third. Okay, but until you get it down, break it down into individual steps. Soft bow to horse, roll over, hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. Okay, from a different angle. Step out to square, double spear hand, soft bow, forearm, elbow, roll over, hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. Okay, one last time. Elbows, forearm chops, double spear hand, back to chamber. Step to 12 into soft bow, forearm, continue the motion with an elbow to the chin, roll over hammer fist, left hand in check, back kick, and cross out. As they come in and grab, we're going to step out. Now, as I said, you can either try to use your elbows, or if you can't get the elbows, just follow through and use the forearms. You'll get the same results. Strike. Double spear hand, either side of the windpipe. You can either grab them or check the forearm smash. Hammer fist to groin, back kick to the solar plexus and cross out. Again, grab, one, strike, check, hit, kick, and cross out. Okay, from a different angle. Okay, they grab you. Drive the hands. Double spear hand. I like to grab them so they don't go anywhere, especially after the double spear hand. They have a tendency to move or drop on you. So I can grab, forearm them, this way they don't go nowhere. Hammer fist the groin. If you're too tight, adjust, back kick, and cross out. Okay, last time. And that's called Sumo. The next technique we're going to look at is Japanese Stranglehold, which is the second technique required for orange belt. There's A through E. Now, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. A through D is just a build-up to D being all the above, and E is just the what if, and it's in the opposite direction. So in the A version, you've got a mugger's grip behind you. So you got someone that's coming up like this, the arms around your throat. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to turn your chin into the elbow, because there'll be a little air pocket right there. Don't try to fight the lock, just turn. Now anytime someone grabs you, the first thing we're going to do is step out and open up their center line. So on the A version, we just put our hands straight out, turn our chin, right hand is in chamber or in check. I like to keep it in check, so if I can need to, I can grab, and then elbow the rib cage or solar plexus. Again, one, and back. That's all there is to A. Just put your hand out, put your hand in check or on the arm, and drive straight back. B, same thing, just as far as the start goes, except we're going to hammer fist the groin. Okay, again, turn, check or grab, hammer fist the groin as soon as we step out. One more time, just like that. So A is the reverse, is an elbow to the solar plexus. B, hammer fist to the groin. C, what we're going to do is we're going to combine those two together. Elbow, hammer fist. Okay, so C is just elbow, hammer fist. A and B combined. 1, 2. Okay, and D, we add one more motion to the first two. So we got elbow, hammer fist, grab the groin, and drive the elbow into the chin. Okay, again, turn the head, step out, grab or check, elbow, hammer fist, grab, and drive the elbow into the chin. So, Japanese Stranglehold A, reverse elbow. B, hammer fist the groin. C, elbow, hammer fist to the groin. D, we add one more thing. Elbow, hammer fist, grab, and drive straight up. Now E, like I said, is a what if. What if they grab your hand at the same time they put the arm around you? So now when we go to step out, we have nothing to hit with. Well, in this case, we just step in the opposite direction. Nothing really changes. We turn our chin, arm goes behind the back as the trigger. Now our right hand is going to do the elbow to the solar plexus, hammer fist the groin, grab the groin, and drive straight up. Again on E, turn the chin, arm goes behind the back, elbow, hammer fist, grab, and straight up. So you have Japanese Stranglehold A, B, C, D, Okay, with an opponent. So the A version. They turn here, this will give you that pocket. We grab here in case we want to use it for something else. Step out, drop our body weight as we strike them. You'll notice that I'll soften them up so we can do something else later from there. Again, A, boom. Okay, B version, same position. Grab, turn, hammer fist the groin. Okay, again on B, turn, grab the hand, step out, hammer fist the groin. C version, remember we're going to combine the two together. So we're going to turn and grab, elbow, and hammer fist. Okay, again, elbow, hammer fist. Okay, D version, same thing, we're just going to add that extra strike. Grab the hand, turn the neck, step out, elbow the groin, or solar plexus, hammer fist the groin, grab them by the groin, lift straight up as you drive the elbow into their chin. Okay, again on E, grab, elbow, hammer fist. Grab the groin, lift straight up, and drive the elbow into the chin. Okay, the E version. Identical as before, except now they got our right hand. So all we're going to do is just step out and hit them just like we did before. Okay, so last time for Japanese Stranglehold E, they grab, and they choke, drive, hammer fist, and straight up. And that'll be Japanese Stranglehold A through E. The next technique we're going to look at is blocking the kick A through E. A through D is for a right kick and E is for a left kick. These are really basic moves for this particular technique. As a right front snap kicks comes in on A, we're going to do a downward block followed by a reverse punch to the face into hard bow. So A, downward block, reverse punch into hard bow. B, same thing, but this time we're going to throw our reverse punch to the solar plexus. Okay, again, B, punch to the solar plexus. C, same thing, but this time we're going to punch to the groin. So basically all we're going to do is go down the center line with the first three moves. C again. So we'll review those three. Blocking the kick A, punch to the face. Blocking the kick B, punch to the solar plexus. Blocking the kick C, punch to the groin. Blocking the kick D, same block, but this time we're going to throw a front snap kick to the groin or solar plexus. Again, blocking the kick, front snap kick to groin or solar plexus. E, we're going to do a blocking the kick, but this time it's a left kick, so their back's to us. So we're going to do an upwards front thrust kick to the groin. Okay, again on E, same as before, except they've thrown a left, so now their back's to us. So we're going to do a front thrust kick to the groin. So we have blocking the kick A, reverse punch to the face. Blocking the kick B, reverse punch to the solar plexus. Blocking the kick C, reverse punch to the groin. Blocking the kick D, front snap kick. And blocking the kick E is for a left. So we're going to do a front thrust kick up into the groin from a different angle. A version, punch the face. B, solar plexus. C, punch to the groin. D, front snap kick to the groin or the solar plexus. And E is for a left kick, so their back is to us. So we're going to do a rising front thrust kick to the groin. From this angle here, A, punch to the face. B, punch to the solar plexus. C, punch to the groin. D, front snap kick to the solar plexus or the groin. And the last one there again is for a left. Their back is to us. So we're going to do a front thrust kick up to the groin. That's blocking the kick, A through E. Okay, our next technique is called blocking the kick, A through E. A and D is for a right front snap kick, and E will be for a left front snap kick. First three are identical, except we're going to change the target of our strike. So as they throw a right front snap kick, we're going to step back with your traditional downward block, right hand in chamber. Then we're going to throw a reverse punch to the face. Okay, again, downward block, reverse punch to the face, and back to fighting stance. The B version, same as A, except we're going to hit the solar plexus. So downward block, reverse punch into the solar plexus. Again, downward block, reverse punch into the solar plexus. D version, step back, C version. We're going to step back, same as before, throw a reverse punch to the groin area. Okay, the C version, downward block, big circles, fighting stance, hand in chamber, draw a hand up to check as we throw a punch to the groin area. D, same as before with our downward block for the right front snap. Then we come back in with our own right front snap kick to the groin, or it's the solar plexus. Again, downward block and kick. Okay, the E version, downward block. This time they've thrown a left, so our target's not where they need to be. So we're going to do a rising or a front thrust kick up between the legs. Okay, again, downward, a rising or a front thrust up between the legs. Okay, from this angle, the A version, punch the face. The B version, punch to the solar plexus. The C version, punch to the groin. The D version, downward block, front snap kick. And then the E version, they throw left, downward block, front thrust, or rising kick. Okay, last angle. Downward block, reverse punch to the face. Solar plexus. For the B version, C is the groin. D, front snap kick. And E, front thrust or rising kick. Okay, now with the partner. Okay, Lee's going to throw a right front snap, downward block, punch to the face. Okay, again, 1, 2. Okay, the B version. Strike the solar plexus. Okay, again, strike to the solar plexus. Okay, groin, C version. Strike the groin. Again. Strike the groin. Okay, D version. Front snap kick to the groin. Okay, again, D. Front snap kick to the groin. And E, this time they throw a left kick. Boom. Right up between the legs. Okay, again. Right up between the legs. And that's blocking the kick, A through E. next technique we're going to look at is headlock A, B, and C. Headlock is just what it says, is for a headlock. Now, on the A variation, as they come around, they've got us in a front headlock. So we're going to step forward left to 230 as we hammer fist the groin and hammer fist the kidney. So the first move, big circles. Then the right hand comes up and you can grab the hair, the nose, the ears, whatever you need to do to pull them back. And heel palm the jaw as your right hand goes into chamber. Okay, again, from here. 1, 2, and back. Okay, again. From here. 1, grab, and back. Okay, one last time on A. Here, grab, and back. Okay, from this angle. Heads in you're in a trigger position for being attacked. Step to 230. Big circles, hammer fist, groin, hammer fist, kidney. Right hand comes up and grabs the hair. Pivot, hard bow, heel palm the jaw. Okay, again. 1, grab, heel palm. Okay, last time. Grab, heel palm. Okay, from this angle, we bend over, double hammer fist, grab, and heel palm. Okay, again, from here, double hammer fist, grab, heel palm. Okay, the B version is simply, we're just going to, you guys in a front headlock, so we're going to sit here and just strike the groin with a hammer fist until they let go. Okay, again, just step forward, left hand in check, and just strike the groin until they let go. From here we just go step forward, hammer fist, until they let go. Okay, again, just keep going. Last angle, we bend over, check the hand, step forward, hammer fist the groin until they let go. Okay, last time. Okay, the C variation, same position, front headlock, but this time we're going to step straight down as we ridge hand the groin. Okay, again, we're here, just drop and ridge. Okay, from this angle, just drop and ridge. Okay, last time. It's real simple, not a lot of moves to it. Gets right to the point. They got you here, drop with our right knee, left hand in check, right ridge hand to the groin as we drop. Again. Okay, last time. That's headlock A through C. Step around, strike, grab, heel palm the jaw to hard bow. Okay, let's do from this angle over here, the A version. Yeah. Hammer fist, grab, and heel palm. Here, keep hitting them until they loosen up. We'll go from this angle so you can see better. All you're going to do is drop and strike. Okay, again. Drop and strike. Then from here you can come up with takedowns and other follow-ups to continue on with the technique. The next technique we're going to look at is Chrysler the Eagles Part 1. in orange belt. Now there's a part 2 in purple belt that's very similar with just different hand strikes in motion. So what we're going to do is you got someone with a 2-hand choke. On A3D, they're right on top of you. So we're going to have to step forward. On E, we're going to have to step back and repeat the process. So on the A version, as they're choking you or got a 2-hand grip on your shoulders and they're breathing down your neck, we're going to step forward left to the 230 position, up, elbow, and back fist. Now what we're trying to do here is not just clear the arms as much as jerk the head forward into that elbow strike to follow through with the back fist. We're trying to set them up for our strikes. So the A version, soft bow to 230, pivot to face 430. I'm sorry, 730. Elbow to horse and back fist. Okay, one more time. Step to 230, right hand comes up and over, facing 730 into a soft bow, elbow to face, and back fist. Okay. B version, same setup, just change of hand targets. So 1, elbow, and then claw. So B again. Step, clear, elbow, claw. So the A version is step forward, clear or pull them in, elbow, back fist. B, same setup. Step, pull them in, elbow, claw. C version, same motion, different targets again. Clear the arm, elbow, chop your right hand on the right side of the collarbone, and then chop on the other side of the collarbone. Okay, again. Clear, elbow, right chop to right side of collarbone, left side of collarbone. Okay, so we have A, clear, elbow, back fist. B, clear, elbow, claw. C, clear, elbow, chop, chop. D version, pretty much the same thing, except this time, instead of stepping to 230, I like to step more to the 12 o'clock position and clear the arms. This sets it up for an upper elbow cut to the chin, roll over hammer fist. Okay, again, we're going to step forward, clear the arms, an upward elbow strike to the chin, roll over hammer fist. So we got A, which is we're stepping to 230, clear, elbow, back fist. B, clear, elbow, claw. C, step, soft bow. The soft bow on all of these. Back to horse for the elbow, and then chop, chop. Okay, D, I like to step to 12. Here, do an uppercut elbow, and roll over hammer fist. Now E, like I said, E is for all the above. Now, not because you're going to hit them with every strike, it's just so we don't have to repeat the process 4 more times. You can use any one strike or any combinations of strikes, but it's also to work your hand speed and hand form. So we're going to step back, clear the arms, elbow, back fist, claw, chop, chop, hammer fist. Okay, so the E version, step back instead of forward, elbow, and then just do A through D. Back fist, claw, chop, chop, hammer fist. So let's go through all those one more time. So we're going to step forward to soft bow, clear to soft bow, elbow to horse, back fist. Repeat that process on all the rest of them. B, clear, elbow, claw. C, clear, elbow, chop the neck, both sides. D, clear, uppercut elbow, roll over hammer fist. And E, we step back, elbow, back fist, claw, chop, chop, hammer fist. That's how you do Chrysler the Eagles, Part 1, A through E. Okay, our next technique is called Crash of the Eagles, Part 1. Part 2 will be continued in purple belt A through E. This is for a two-hand choke or grab from behind. A through D, they're right on top of you. And E is a what if they're at a distance. So, Crash of the Eagles A. You've got someone right on the top of you. Two-hand choke. We're going to take our left foot, step to about the 230 position into a soft bow. Our right hand's going to come up and over as we clear the arms back into soft bow. Then we're going to elbow the guy in the face as we go to horse, and then back fist him into the face as he comes around. Okay, again, step, clear, soft bow, elbow to horse, and back fist, just throwing a little bit of body weight behind that back fist. Okay, B version, same as A. The only thing we're going to change is our target and our attack. So we're going to step, clear, elbow, and this time we're going to claw the face. Okay, the B version, step, clear, elbow, claw to the face. C version, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to step and we're going to clear. Then we're going to elbow across the face, come back in with the chop, and come back in with another chop to the other side of the neck to either collarbone. Again, up and over to clear, elbow, chop, chop. D version, we're going to step a little bit more straight to 12 because we're going to do a strike to the groin. So we're going to step, clear, and do what we call a rollover hammer fist. In other words, we're just going to keep the motion going. So we step, we clear, and we come up and over with a hammer fist into the groin. The E variation, same as before, except we're not going to repeat everything going backwards. We just want you to step back, clear the arms, and basically work your hand forward. Back fist, claw, chop, chop, hammer fist. You can follow up with any one or combination of those. I just want you to learn that if the guy's at a distance, nothing really changes other than the fact you step back right, clear the arms, elbow the face, and then you can do any of the previous techniques that you want. Okay, with an opponent. So Lee comes in, he does a two-hand choke. We're going to step forward with our left, that'll pull the arms straight. Come in and clear the arms, that'll jerk the head forward. We're going to elbow the head back, and then back fist them in the face. Okay, again, step and clear. Jerk those arms. Back fist them in the face. Okay, last time on A. Step, soft bow, clear to soft bow, elbow to horse, back fist the face. B version, same as A, we're just going to change our strike. So we're going to step, clear, elbow, and claw the face. Now if you want, you can put the thumb right under the chin, and then you can take them down from there. So if you want, you can just hang on to them. So as they come in, we're going to step, clear the arms, elbow, and then just strike the face. C version. Remember, that's going to be your chop, chop. Double ridge hand strike to the collarbone. So come in, clear, elbow, then come back around, chop, and come back down and chop. We want to break both those collarbones. So we're going to clear, we're going to elbow, strike down to break the first one, strike back down to break the second one. Okay, the D version, we're going to step, clear, roll over hammer fist as we strike the groin. Okay, again, step, clear the arms, elbow, and follow through with the hammer fist to the groin. Okay, last version, E, the right distance. Obviously we can't step forward because it's going to pull us out of range. So this time we're going to step back with our right foot just to about the 230 position. You're going to clear the arms like you do on the rest of them. Now from here you can follow up with any variation. Elbow, you can do the back fist, claw, chop, chop, hammer fist, it doesn't matter. The only thing that's going to change is you stepping. So last time on E, they're at a distance, so we're going to step in, clear, elbow, and then follow up with any one of the A through D variations. And that's called Crash of the Eagles, part 1. Okay, the next technique we're going to look at is grasping talon A and B. The A version, we got our hand out, someone's counter grabbed it with a cross arm wrist grab. We're going to step back, right hand or left hand comes underneath the right as we slide in and pull to strike the radial nerve. We're going to counter grab their hand, throw a right reverse punch into the body or rib cage, whatever is available. Again, hands here, pull and strike, grab them, reverse punch into the body. The B version is the same thing, except we don't grab. We just jerk the hand away. Hand goes to check as we do a reverse punch. So A, hands in chamber. B, hand goes to check because we didn't grab. So B again, slide, didn't grab, reverse punch anyway. So basically they're the same thing, it's just about what your left hand does at the end. So the A variation. Left hand comes under right. Strike that radial nerve and grab. Reverse punch to hard bow as we pull them into chamber and back to stance. Again on A. Grab and pull. B, we step back and strike, but we don't get the grab. Hand goes to check as we throw a reverse punch. So from here, hand underneath. Strike and grab. Reverse punch to the body. B, we can't grab, hand goes to check, reverse punch anyway. Okay, one more time for A, clear and grab, pull the chamber, reverse punch. B, can't grab, reverse punch anyway, left hand goes to check. Okay, from this angle here, hands out, step back, strike and grab, pull the chamber, reverse punch to the body. Again, 1, 2. B, remember, we didn't catch the grab. Everything else is the same, so we're just going to take our left hand and bring it to check as we throw the punch. So there again, A, hand goes to chamber as we throw the reverse punch. B, left hand goes to check as we throw the reverse punch. But they're both the same. We want to make sure we clear the arm, striking with the knife edge to the radial, and possibly grab into that reverse punch. And that's grasping talon A and B. 1, pull and punch. Okay, the B version, same as A. We stepped and grabbed, but we lost the grip. Doesn't matter. We're going to hit them anyway. The next technique we're going to look at is called tackle techniques A through D. And like the name says, these are for tackles, someone coming in to try to take you off your feet, which is pretty common nowadays with MMA fighters. So depending on how close they are to you will depend on what option you use, whether A through D. Now A and B, they're pretty much coming at you at a running start. So A, as we step back, we're going to grab the hair, step back to soft bow or the ears, whatever you can get your hands on, and we're going to do a hammer fist right to the top of the spine. Okay, again, grab, hammer fist, striking through the body. B version, same thing. We're just going to do a chop now to the back of the neck. So if they're coming a little faster and then we missed hammer fist, you might go for the chop instead, or vice versa. So A, step back, hammer fist the top of the spine. B, step back, chop the back of the neck. C, they're in a little closer to us. They're not quite as far. They don't get much of a running start. So we're going to step back and cradle and crush the head. Okay, again, step back, cradle and crush the head. So we have A, which is a hammer fist, B, a chop, C, cradle and crush. D, they're a little bit more on top of you, so we're going to grab them and drop our elbow right onto the back of their spine. Okay, so D, the last one, grab and drop. So, again, A, hammer fist, B, chop, C, cradle and crush, D, drop a body weight with an elbow to the back. So from a different angle. They're coming in, we got A, hammer fist the top of the spine. B, chop the neck. C, cradle and crush. D, elbow to the back of the spine, dropping our body weight. Making sure when we step back, we're in a good, solid, hard bow. You don't want to be half in or half out because this guy's going to come at you and you're going to need to lean into it just a bit. So again, A, hammer fist. B, chop. C, cradle and crush. D, elbow to the spine. From this angle, hammer fist. Chop for B. C, cradle and crush. D, drop a body weight, elbow to the spine. Okay, one last time from this angle. A, hammer fist, soft bow to horse. B, same thing. Soft bow to horse, but a chop. C, soft bow to horse as we cradle and crush. And D, drop a body weight as we elbow the spine. That's tackle technique A through D. We're going to grab and put them down. Kind of keep in mind that when people come in like this with you, if you can control their neck, you can control them. Okay, they have to follow the neck. So grab the hair and grab that neck real good and make sure you strike the back of the mastoid. Okay, again, come in and grab and strike. The B version, same as A, except different target, different strike. Okay, again, come in and strike. C version, they're in a little closer to you. They're going to just kind of pretty much use their weight to get you. And so we're just going to cradle and crush. So as they come in, we're just going to pop them in the head. One more time. They come in, cradle and crush. Okay, D version. They come in, pretty much almost get their hands on you. So we're just going to strike to the back. Okay, again, they almost get you, so we strike. The next technique we're going to look at is dancer. Dancer is for a two-hand choke from behind, or someone that's grabbed you with both shoulders, by both shoulders. What we're going to do is we're going to use what we call a dancer move. Now, a dancer move is where you take your left or right foot, but in this case our left, and you step behind your other foot. Now, what this does is this allows you to twist out and cross your opponent's hands. If you do this correctly without any strikes, if you're with your opponent or practicing with someone, you should be able to come out of it without striking anybody. But we're in a self-defense situation, so that's not exactly what we're after. So as we do our dancer step, we're going to do a left chop to the groin. We're going to pivot to face 6 o'clock in the crossbow to do a right chop to the groin. Then our right foot's going to step to about the 430 position as we cross out with our hands ready to defend. Again, left foot steps to about 430 in a dancer, right hand in chamber. Dove it under, right ridge hand to the groin, right foot to 430 or thereabouts as we cross out with our hands up, ready to go again. Okay, from this angle, left foot, Left hand at the same time, the footsteps, we strike. We pivot, strike again, cross out, and we're ready to continue on if need be. Okay, last time from this angle. Chop, bridge hand, step, hands up in a fighting stance, ready to go. From our last angle, left foot, left hand work at the same time. Left foot steps to about the 730 position. Left strike to the groin. Pivot, right ridge hand to the groin. Right foot steps to about the same position as we cross out and ready to defend. Then last time. Dancer step, chop. Pivot, ridge hand at the same time. We don't want to ridge hand and then pivot, or pivot then ridge hand. We want to use the pivot and the ridge hand at the same time to develop the power that we need. Step with our right foot and cross out. And that's how you do dancer. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to step straight down with our dancer step and strike the groin. Then we're going to pivot underneath, strike the groin again, and cross out, ready to hit them or defend against something else. One more time. Strike, underneath, strike, and cross. If you do this technique right, you should be able to go ahead and grab. If you do the dancer step right, you don't even have to strike to get out of it. They won't be able to hang on. The strikes are just bonus. Again, strike the groin, cross out. Okay, from the front. So, step back, or dancer step, strike the groin. Pivot, strike the groin again, and cross out. Last time. Okay, dancer. Knife edge to the groin. Ridge hand to the groin, and cross out. That's called dancer. The next technique we're going to look at is opponented sides A through D. Now, A version, each person's got one hand on each shoulder. So they're standing there just like this, right on the top of your shoulder. So we're going to step out right to about the 3 o'clock position as we do a wing chop. Now, a wing chop comes straight up the center line. We don't want to come out like this because they can block it. We want to use their blind spot. So we're going to step out and wing chop the throat. Left hand goes to check, just like that. Now, this is what we call a hot plate method. In other words, we're not going to stand there and do the chop because we want the element of surprise for our second party before they have a chance to really react. We want them still in shock from what they just saw. So as soon as we hit, we're going to cross step into our twist stance and do stop, hit, D, or an extended outward block, hammer fist to the temple. Again. Wing chop, step out, twist stance to 9, extended outward block, hammer fist to the temple. Okay, last time on A. 1, okay? Practice that. You want to be in and out. Okay, just that quick. We don't want to have this guy a chance to react or readjust. So with wing chop, come out and hammer fist. B version. Now each person has 2 hands on you. So the wing chop is no longer a viable target because their arms are in the way. So we're going to go to the next available target, which in this case is the groin. So we're going to step out, hammer fist, and hammer fist. There again, we don't want to sit here too long. So as soon as we hit, we bounce out. Or use what there again we call the hot plate method. Think of that as a hot plate, in and out. Okay, we don't want to burn ourselves. Hammer fist the groin, hammer fist the groin. C version, we now have one arm out like this. Okay, they're not on the shoulders, they're actually on the wrist this time. So from here, we're going to counter grab, pivot, right back kick, set down to cat, reverse our cat stance, and left kick, going right to the rib cage area. Again, counter grab as we draw to cat, back kick, set down to cat, pivot, left cat, and left back kick. Okay, last time for C. Right back kick, left back kick into the rib cage area, pulling them in. The D version is more of an escort style motion. You got one hand high, one hand low, and they're like escorting you out of a building or something. So what we want to do is we want to get all their weight on one foot. So as they're escorting us out, we're going to stop and pull them in. And just jerk all that weight onto one foot. Doesn't matter which way you do it. Left side thrust kick, right side thrust kick to break out that forward leg. Again, pull them in. This time I'm going to step differently so you can see it doesn't matter. Whichever way is the most comfortable for you and which way you want to go first. So again, the hands are here. You jerk all that weight onto their forward leg. Break it out. Break it out. Let's go through them one more time. Opposite sides A. Wing chop, clear, grab, and hammer fist. B version. Two hands on the shoulder. Strike the groin, hammer fist the groin. C version. One hand on each wrist. Counter grab, right back kick, left back kick. D version. One on the shoulder, one on the wrist. Step forward, pull them in. Side thrust kick, side thrust kick. That's opponents at sides. Opponents at sides A, wing chop, clear, and chop. So you can see over here. Okay, grabs. Now the wing chop, we don't want to come out like this because they can see it. Just put their hand up to block. So we're going to come right up the line. Right up under that line and pop them. And then knife edge to the side of the neck over there. Again, they grab, wing chop, and strike. Okay, the B version, they have two hands on you. So from here, we can't wing chop them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next available target, which is the groin. Hammer fist the groin, cross step, hammer fist the groin. Again, they grab. Since we can't get our wing chop in, we're going to step out and hammer fist, cross step, and hammer fist. Each person has one hand. So all we're going to do is just counter grab the hand, pull the cat, and just pull them into a back kick. Just like that. Just pull into the back kick. Again, they each have one hand, counter grab, pull, and pull. Now they got one hand high, one hand low. Can't really counter grab them, can't get our back kick in. So what we're going to do, usually in this case, they're trying to walk you. So as they start to walk you forward, we're just going to plant our foot, pull them in. Just put all the weight right there. Break the knee with a side thrust kick. Okay, again, they grab as they try to start to escort you out, pull them in, get all that weight on one foot, break, break. Doesn't matter which one you break first, just break the one and then break the other. The next technique we're going to look at is called passing the horizon A and B. This is for a hammer lock from behind. So as your opponent grabs their right hand and places it behind your back, first thing we're going to do is we're going to counter grab their hand. Then we're going to step back to soft bow as we do an elbow to horse to the face. And on the A version, we're going to take our left foot, step to the 230 position, pull our hand down, pass over. This is a big circle. Okay, so we want to do attack the shoulder, not the arm, because you can't defend against your shoulder. You can't stop it. So pass it over, left kick to the body. Again, hand behind the back. elbow. Step the soft bow, pass over to soft bow. Left hand checks their elbow, right hand brings the hand up. Front snap kick to the rib cage or body. Okay, again. From here, counter grab. Elbow. Left foot to 230. Pivot to face 730. Left hand checks the elbow. Front snap kick to the rib cage. Okay, from this angle, hands behind the back. We counter grab. We step back. Elbow. And then we step forward. Bring the hand down and forward. Pass it over as we pivot around. Check and kick. Okay, again. Counter grab. Elbow. Step. Pull. Pass over. And kick. Okay, from this angle here. Same thing. Hand behind the back. Counter grab. Elbow. Step forward. Pass over and check. Front snap kick to the body. And again, counter grab, step to soft bow. Elbow to horse. Left foot steps to 230 to soft bow. Pull your hand forward as you pivot to face 730 into a soft bow. Left hand check. Left front snap kick to body. Okay, one more time from this angle. Counter grab. Elbow. Excuse me. Step. Pass. And kick. Now the B version is pretty much the same, except we're going to step to the 1030 direction. In this way, instead of using just our legs, we're going to use our whole body weight. So, hand behind the back, same setup. Elbow. Step. Excuse me. Step one more time. Right, so now we're going to bring a left lead with the right leg back. Left hand checks. And kick to the face. Okay, again, here, step back, left to 1030, pull the hand in, and as we step back right to 1030, we pass over, left hand checks, front snap kick to the face. Okay, one more time, counter grab, elbow, pull, step and pass, and kick. Okay, from a different angle. Counter grab, elbow, step left, then right, pass over, and kick. One more time from this angle, hand behind the back, elbow, step left to 1030, drop the right hand, pull them in and forward to 1030 as we step right, and pivot back around, front snap kick to the face. Okay, from this angle, hand behind the back, elbow, step, step and pass, check, and kick. Okay, again, from here, counter grab, elbow, step left, step right and pass, check and kick. And that's how you do passing the horizon. Elbow, here, pull, pass over, check the arm, and kick the face or body. Okay. B version, same as A, except instead of using just our leg strength, we're going to use the strength of our whole body. So we're going to step back and strike. And we're going to step to 1030 this time. And as we pull the arm in, we're going to step back one more time with our right foot and front snap kick the face. The next technique we're going to look at is kimono grab A and B. Now there's not much difference between the A and the B version other than a shuffle. So the A version is basically this. You pin the hands as the kite comes up and grabs you or chokes you. We're going to pin the hands, step back, and into soft bow with our left leg to 6 o'clock. Right hand drops. We pivot up into horses. We do a forearm break across just above the elbow to try to break or hyperextend the elbows. Then we're going to come back down, clear the arm and jerk that head forward and chop the throat as the head comes into you. Follow through, cradle and crush, roll over hammer fist with your left hand in check. Right leg should be in a soft bow. Back kick and cross out to about the 6 or 7:30 position. Again, pin, step back, break, back down, clear or jerk the throat in, chop the throat, follow through, cock the arm right here, elbow for cradle and crush as you go back into horse, roll that over immediately into a soft bow with a hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. Okay, from this angle, pin, soft bow to horse to break, back to soft bow, jerk that neck in as we come into horse, chop the throat into soft bow, follow, chop the throat into horse, follow through into soft bow, right arm cocked into an elbow strike, cradle and crush, roll over hammer fist, left hand in check, back kick, and cross out. There again, pin, break, back to soft bow, clear to horse, chop as we go into soft bow, cradle and crush, hammer fist, back kick, and out. Okay, from here, pin, soft bow to horse to break, back to soft bow, clear to horse, chop through into soft bow, cradle and crush into horse as we follow through, hammer fist to the groin, back kick, and cross out. Okay, last time. Pin, break, clear, chop. Make sure you use that chop to set up your cradle and crush. Soft bow, left hand in check, back kick, and cross out. Now the B version is identical, except we're going to add a shuffle. So what has happened is we've done our break, we've come in and we've cleared, and we've chopped the throat. But as we chopped the throat, we lost the grip of the hands, so he's no longer in the cradle and crush range by being stationary. So we're going to shuffle forward ever slightly, cradle and crush, hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. That's the only difference between A and B, is B has a shuffle. So again, pin on B, break, clear, chop, he's no longer in range, we shuffle forward to get him, hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. Okay, last time from this angle. Pin, break, clear, chop, shuffle, cradle and crush, hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. All the soft bows and horses are still in the same place. From this angle, pin, break, clear, chop. This is where he's no longer in the range, so we have to adjust our stance accordingly. Cradle and crush, hammer fist, back kick, and out. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and cross out. Okay, from a different angle. Pin the hands, soft bow, break, back to soft bow, clear to horse, chop through to soft bow, shuffle forward, maintaining your soft bow stance, cradle and crush, following through with a hammer fist to the groin, back kick, and cross out. Okay, last time. Pin, break, clear, chop, cradle, hammer, excuse me, and cross out. And that's kimono grab, A and B. As Lee comes up and grabs, on A I'm going to pin. So step back, that's going to pull him forward, lock the arms out. I'm going to strike right under the elbows. I'm going to try to break the arms. Then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to come over the top, right about the crook, and pull them in. There's the throat. Boom. Pull in, pop, cradle and crush, hammer fist to groin, back kick, and cross out. Okay, again, come on and grab A, pin, step, break, clear, pull them in, chop the throat, cradle and crush, hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. Okay, the B version on this, when they grab, it starts off just like A. 1, down, 2. Now this is where it changes. You pop the throat, you lose the grip, he backs up, you come in on him. Everything else is the same. B version again. Break, down, clear, chop, chase him down, hammer fist, back kick, and cross out. Let us kimono grab A and B. The next technique that's required in orange belt is lever A, B, and C. This is a right grab from the right side to your right shoulder. So what you're going to do is, first thing you're going to do is you're going to pin the hand like we do when anytime anybody grabs you. We always want to pin or check the hand. We do this for two reasons. One, we're either going to use our body as a base so that we can break it, or two, we just want to know where it is at all times so that we're only dealing with one other hand. As we do so, we're going to step out the soft bow as our right hand is cocked by our right side like in an inward block. So the first motion is this right here. Then from here, you're in a soft bow. We're going to pivot to horse as we break. This hand's going to fall right on the elbow joint, pull them in, and wing chop the throat, as you learned in some of your techniques. Again, 1, break, pull in, and wing chop the throat. Now, wing chop just comes straight up the body. It's not out like this. You want to hide it with the contour of their body. So you want to come straight up the line and into the throat, like so. So A again. Pin, break, pull, chop. B version. Same setup. And break. But this time we're going to pull the guy into us. We do this by breaking, and then we just hook like a crane, and we're going to jerk his head towards us, and we're going to elbow back the other way into a soft bow. So our B, we go from a soft bow to a horse, back to a soft bow, elbow back into horse, and we're elbowing the head. Again on B, break, hook the hand, jerk the elbow towards you so that the head comes forward, elbow the head, and back to soft bow. C's a what if. What if you come in and you've braked and you pulled them in on A, but you've lost the grip? They're no longer available. For whatever reason, they've moved on you. You just step forward and elbow them in the face or the ribs anyway. So C version, break, pull them in like you would on A, but then elbow to the face or body, depending on what's available. So let's go through them again. Lever A, soft bow, hand cocked by the head, just like an inward block. Horse to break, pull them in, wing chop the throat. B, soft bow, break, crane, hook, jerk them in, elbow them back, and switch the head the other direction. Kind of give them a whiplash. C, the final one, soft bow, break, pull, and elbow. Okay, last time. A, break, pull them in, wing chop. B, soft bow to break, hook to soft bow, elbow to soft bow. C, break, pull, you've lost the grip, they're no longer in range, step forward, elbow the face or the body anyway. And that's lever A through C. So they've come up and they grab the shoulder, so which is a good thing because now we know where one hand is. So we're going to pin that hand so we can know where it's at all times. Hand's going to come, soft bow, break the elbow. From here, it just flows right over. Should be right about the crook of the elbow. Just pull it right into your rib cage. The wing chopped right to the throats there. Okay, again, soft bow, break, roll the hand over. Should be about the crook of the elbow. Pull them in, then wing chop. One more time. Break, pull, wing chop the throat. Okay, the B version. Just a different way to do the same thing. Come in and break. But instead of pulling them in, we're going to hook. So we just make a hook with our hand, jerk the guy back, and then smack with the point of the elbow. Again, break, hook, and smack back. Okay, C version. Start off just like we did on A. We pull them in, but we've lost the grip, so we just shuffle in and strike anyone. Okay, again, they grab. We go to break. We pull them in, we lose our grip, and we strike back anyway. One last time on C. Break, pull, we lose our grip, shuffle in with an elbow strike. That's lever A through C. The next technique we're going to look at is crashing elbows. This is for a right punch. Now as the right punch comes in, we're going to do our crossbody parry into soft bow with our right hand in chamber. This way we'll be set up for a elbow strike to the rib cage, and then we're going to do a hammer fist back to soft bow through the kidney. So again, crashing elbows A, crossbody parry into soft bow, elbow through the rib cage into soft bow, hammer fist through the kidneys into soft bow while the left hand maintains a check position. Okay, again, crossbody parry, elbow, hammer fist. B version is, what if you're in too tight for the hammer fist? So you've come in and you've done your elbow, but if you throw a hammer fist, it's going to go across his back. So in this case, we're just going to elbow right back through. Now there's two different ways to do the B version, and either way is accepted by us. The first one is the one I just showed you. And you just 1, 2. The second way a lot of students like to do as well is they come in, they do their elbow, but they come back in and strike behind the opponent to do the elbow strike so they can stay on the dark side rather than following through, just tack the front. Either way we'll accept it. So B, we'll show you both variations again. Crossbody parry, elbow. You can either follow through with the elbow, or the other variation you can use is elbow drive from behind. Okay, from this angle, crossbody parry into soft bow, elbow the ribs for A, hammer fist back through again. Okay, again, crossbody parry, elbow, hammer fist. 3 soft bows. The left hand always maintains a check position and it never drops. And the hand comes from a chamber position. So 1, 2. The B version. There again, there's 2 different ways to do it depending on which one you like. The first way is elbow, elbow. You're just doing basically like the A version, except with just elbows all the way through, soft bow to soft bow. The other way you can do it, crossbody parry, elbow, step behind them, and just drive the elbow. Okay, from this angle, crossbody parry into soft bow, elbow to soft bow, hammer fist to soft bow. Left hand maintains the check at all times. Again, hand in chamber, elbow, hammer fist. B variation, both ways to do it. Crossbody parry, elbow, follow through with the elbow. Or if you prefer, you can do the crossbody parry, elbow, step in behind, and do a driving elbow. Okay, again on B. Crossbody parry, elbow, elbow to soft bow. Or, there again, if you prefer, you don't have to, it's up to you, either way. Crossbody parry, elbow, and drive. And that's how you would do crashing elbows A and B. On the right punch, when they come in, you want to slap this all the way over, tighten up these rib cages, strike right through here, and then back through the kidneys. Again on A, 1, strike, and strike back down. One more time. 1, strike, and strike back down. The B version, when they come in, you're in too tight. You don't have the room to do this. All you have the room is another strike. So you can either come through elbow and elbow that way. Again, we'll show you that version. 1, 2, 3, just striking through like you did with the hammer fist. Or the other way you can do it is 1, 2, we're going to step in behind and strike that way. Okay, again. 1, strike, 2. One is not any better than the other. It just depends on what you plan on doing to follow up with the technique and where you want to be in position of your body, of your opponent. So the A version, one more time. Here, elbow, hammer fist. The B version, you have 2 different ways you can do it. Elbow straight through, elbow straight through. Your second way, if you want to do it, elbow, elbow. We'll accept either version. Last time. Strike, elbow, strike back in with the point of the elbow to the kidneys. That's crashing elbows A and B. The next technique we're going to look at is heel hook. Now heel hook is for a full Nelson, so your hands are going to be up in this position. So from here, we're going to set the square horse, pin the hands, and jerk our arms forward as we do so, locking those arms out. Then we're going to take our right leg and heel hook right behind our left. Spread that leg out, side thrust kick the other leg, rake down the shin, and stomp on the top of the foot. Okay, again, full Nelson. Drop our body weight, drop all our weight onto those arms, lock them and pin them, cross the arms, right heel hook, right side thrust kick, rechamber, slide, and drop. Okay, again, from here, 1, 2, kick, kick, stomp. Okay, our next technique in number 15, we're halfway through the belt now, is heel hook. This is also in your blue belt kata short 3. So this is for a full Nelson, so your trigger position is with the hands in the air. From here, you're going to step out the horse, pull your arms straight down, lock the arms into place. Now from here, we're going to take a slight step with our right foot, not a lot, just enough to open up that back leg, heel hook the knee, side thrust, stomp the foot. Okay, again, heel hook, hands in the air, down, cross the arms, slightly step out, heel hook the leg, side thrust kick, stomp the knee. Okay, with an opponent. So as they come in and put you in a full Nelson, okay, from here, we're going to step out, pin the hands, then we're going to lock them. This kind of keeps them from getting out. We're going to open that leg up just a bit, hook it, stomp it, and slide. Okay, again, full Nelson. Down, lock, step forward, hook the knee, side thrust kick the knee, stomp the foot. Okay, last time. Full Nelson. Here. 1, lock the arms, slightly step forward, hook, thrust, stomp. That's called heel hook. The next technique we're going to look at is bridge A and B. Bridge is a two-hand choke from behind or grab. First thing we're going to do, is we do with every single time someone grabs you, whether it's a two-hand choke or a bear hug, is we automatically open up our center line. And in this case, we're going to counter grab the top of the arms. Now don't lift. Just like on Dancer, we're not going to lift. We're just going to counter grab, so when the arms are released, we have control of them. So from here, bridge, we're going to go under a bridge. So we're going to go under the arms. So step back right to 730. Pull the arms tight so that the elbows are past each other. Then step forward right to about the 430 position. Break. Lift the arms up and out of the way. Elbow the solar plexus. Hammer fist the groin. Again. Grab. Tie the knot. Pull the arms tight. Step in and break. You're going to push down with your left and punch with your right to do the break. Then you're going to lift up with the right. Elbow. Hammer fist. Now the B version to this is identical, except now they have their leg in front. So they're kind of grabbing you like this or like that, depending on how they're grabbing you. But the leg is forward. So we're going to counter grab still, and as we come around, we notice the leg's there. So we're going to front snout kick it, then do the break up, hammer fist, elbow. So both of them are the same, except B, all you do is add a front snout kick. So bridge A, counter grab, underneath. Push down, punch, lift up, elbow the solar plexus, hammer fist the groin. B version, when the legs are in the way, counter grab, underneath, tie the knot, front snout kick, break, lift up, elbow, hammer fist. Okay, from this angle, A, bridge, here, punch, up, elbow, hammer fist. B, kick, punch, up, elbow, hammer fist. Now it doesn't matter whether you step out left or you step out right. You can step out either way. Whichever way is easier and makes it more comfortable and fluid for you to do the move. Okay? The B version. Grab, here, kick, break, up, elbow, hammer fist. Okay, last time from this angle. A, counter grab. Step right, step in to 230, break, up, elbow, hammer fist. B version. Counter grab. Tie the knot. Front snap kick, break, up, elbow, hammer fist. Okay, from this angle, counter grab. Go under the bridge, step forward on A and break, lift up, elbow, hammer fist. Okay, last time on A, counter grab. Right foot steps back to 730, tie the knot, step forward to 230, break the arms, lift up, elbow, hammer fist. Okay, B version, counter grab. Come across, front snap kick, break, lift up, elbow, hammer fist. Last time on B. Counter grab, underneath, break, up, elbow, hammer fist. And that's bridge A and B variation. We got a two-hand grab, so we're going to step out, drop our body weight. All you got to do is just grab the wrist, and then we're going to go under the bridge. That's where the name comes from. We're going to tie the knot so that you got the elbow past this arm. Then what we're going to do is we step in, we're going to break this arm over the right one, like that. Then we lift it up out of the way, elbow the solar plexus, hammer fist the groin. Okay, bridge A, again. Counter grab, under the bridge, tie the knot, step in, break, making sure you're pulling with your left and punching or pushing with your right. Lift it up out of the way, elbow, hammer fist. Okay, one last time on the A version. A grab, step out, underneath, pull, step in, break, lift, elbow, hammer fist. Now the B version's the same, except they have the right foot forward. So as Lee grabs, I counter grab, and as I come underneath, I see he's got my foot and his foot in my way. So I'm going to still do the same thing. I'm going to tie the knot, but now I'm going to come in and kick right above the knee or right at the knee and buckle it. Break, lift, elbow, hammer fist. Again, B version. Counter grab, underneath, pull, kick, break, lift, elbow, hammer fist. That's bridge A and B. The next technique we're going to look at is called Eagle's Beak. There's 3 variations to this, A, B, and C. Eagle's Beak is for a right grab to your right shoulder. So as they grab, first thing we're going to do, like we do with all grabs of any kind, is we pin. As we pin, we're going to step out slightly to a horse into a soft bow. Right hand is in chamber. We strike straight up, either with a fist number 1 or a middle knuckle fist or an eagle beak strike into the nerve bundle right under the arm. So Eagle's Beak A, soft bow, and strike up, either fist 1 or an eagle beak strike, depending on which you prefer. Again, soft bow and strike up. The B version, and this one what we're going to do, same setup, except we're not going to pin the hand, as we're going to clear the arm. So we're going to kind of do an extended outward block, but in a circular action, continuing the motion and striking straight in to the rib cage. Again on B, clear the arm, circle into chamber and out as we do an eagle beak strike or middle knuckle break to the rib cage. Again, clear and strike. Now the C version, we're going to combine A and B together and add one more element. So on C, they've grabbed, so we're going to step in and strike underneath the arm into the nerve bundle. Then we're going to clear the arm, strike the ribs to break the rib cage, shove it into the body, and right down the line of the ribs. Okay? Eagle's Beak A again. Soft bow. Hands pinned, fist in chamber, and strike up into horse. Okay? That's all there is to it. From here to here. B, we're going to clear the arms like we do on extended outward block and all of our other techniques, returning dragon. But this time we're not going to stop. We're going to circle it right back in the chamber. So it's just a crescent or a circular action as we go to soft bow, horse, strike. Excuse me. Pardon me. As we go to horse to strike. So, B version. Clear to soft bow, right hand comes into chamber, back to horse as we strike the rib cage. Again, B. Clear and strike. See, we combine the two together. Strike up, soft bow to horse, clear back to soft bow, back to horse as we strike into the rib cage. This time we're going to go to a left soft bow as we rake the rib cage. Okay. Last time. Strike underneath the arms with the A variation, clear the arm, and strike the rib with the B variation, and then our extra element we're going to add to the C variation is rake it down as we go to a right soft bow. That's Eagle's Beak, A through C. He comes up and he grabs. So the first thing you do when anybody grabs is you want to pin the hand. Not necessarily to hold it in place, just so that you know where it's at. So as we do that, we're going to pin and we're going to step out just to a slight soft bow as our hand draws into chamber, and we're going to strike straight up with our Eagle's Beak fist or a middle knuckle fist right into the nerve bundle right between the two muscle groups. Again, 1, 2. Now, if you've got short arms or you're shorter than your opponent's taller than you can also use fist number 1 and come straight out. This will give you a lot more room, especially if the guy is a lot taller than you, as you may not be able to reach with this. You could also adjust by stepping in if you need to. But for official purposes, we're going to step out and pin and eagle beak strike right up between the nerve bundle. Just keep in mind you can make minor adjustments to make this fit for your body size. Okay, the B version, they've grabbed again. Same thing, we automatically pin the hand. We're going to step the soft bow so we can develop some power as we strike straight in to the rib cage. You want to try to get right below the armpit, but anywhere along that side will work. Again, pin, step out the soft bow, hand in chamber, drive the horse as you drive straight into those rib cages. Okay, the C version, now we're going to combine them together. We're going to pin the arm as we do our first strike, which is right up into the nerve bundle. Then we're going to clear it and strike that way. That'll tighten up those muscles for us and make it a little easier to break. Again, they grab, we pin, we step out, we strike underneath, clear the arm, and strike straight forward for eagle's beak. Okay, let's go through them one more time. Eagle's beak A, they grab, middle knuckle, soft bow to horse, as we strike right under the nerve bundle. So just straight up, okay? B version, they grab, pin, straight in. Just straight into those rib cages. Okay, and the last one, C, pin, strike up, clear the arm, strike in. The next technique we're going to look at is front bear hug. This has several variations to it, and as the name says, it's for a front bear hug. Your arms are free, so you have the use of them. These techniques will work whether your feet are on the ground or if they've lifted you up in the air. Now the A variation, what we're going to do is we're assuming you're standing on the ground. You're going to step left, grab the hair, pull the head back, rake the eyes, half fist the throat. Again on A. Left foot steps to about the 12 o'clock position, maybe 11. Pull the head back, rake the eyes, half fist to the throat. Now if they don't have any hair, you can use the eyes or grab them by the nose. Again, rake, half fist to the throat. The B version, all the rest of them, we're going to step back. On the B, we're going to take the back knuckles of our hands and hit the mastoid part of the head. And we're just going to whip through it until they let go or soften up, loosen up enough that you can do something else. So B is just for back knuckles. Just kind of remember B for back knuckles. So we have A, you step around, pull, rake, half fist the throat. We have B, which is your back knuckles to the back of the mastoid. Now just remember, you're going to have to kind of move your head side to side as you do that so that the head doesn't come and hit you. C version is our fist number 1. Right to the small or base of the skull. As we step back, we're going to cradle the head so it can't go anywhere when we have a base. So we're just going to hit that. Hit your hand to practice so that you get used to hitting something. So the hand goes and don't until it hits something instead of guessing where the head is. So we cradle the head, step back, and then just strike to the small of the neck. The D version, similar. We're going to step back, but we're going to use our middle knuckle fist. Go right here into the ear, between the ear and the mandible, right there in that mandible nerve, and you're going to grind it in like a screwdriver. So let's go through A through D again. We have A, rake, half fist. We have B. You can step back either foot, it's your back knuckles. We have C, which is the cradle of the head, fist number 1 to the back of the neck or base of the skull. And then we have D, which is your screwdriver, right into the mandible nerve of the jaw. Okay, last time through. Step forward, pull the hair, rake, half fist. No power pattern, just make sure you're in a proper fighting stance. B, step back left or right, it doesn't really matter, whichever is comfortable for you. And back knuckle strikes to the back of the mastoid. C version, cradle the head, fist number 1, right to the base of the skull. C version, right to the ear and grind it in. Now there again, B, C, D, it doesn't matter which foot you step back with. It's just whichever is more comfortable for you. They come up and grab. So obviously they can't punch. So you're going to step around them, grab them by the hair, and if they don't have hair, grab them by the nose or the ears, grab something. Rake the eyes as you pull them back, expose that throat, and then half fist them right into the windpipe. Okay, again, on A. They grab, step, rake, half fist the throat. Okay, the B version. They come in and they grab. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to step back, try to give us a little bit of room. We're going to use our back knuckles, and what you want to do is try to hit right through here, right into the mastoid area. And you're just going to whip through both sides, going past your head. That's important. Make sure you don't hit yourself. So as they come in and grab, you're going to kind of weave to the left as you hit them right, and weave to the left the other way as you hit them the other way. Just kind of get your head out of the way, okay? Those are B, so they just kind of whip back through the back mastoid area. The C version, we're going to take fist number 1 and we're going to strike it to the middle of the back of the neck. So as he comes up and grabs, we're going to cradle, step back, and just strike, turn him around a little bit, just strike right there into that area. Okay, again, they grab, cradle the head, and strike back as hard as you can. Making sure you cradle that head, because if you don't, the head's going to pop forward and hit you. The C version, this is our eagle beak fist. This time we want to put it right between the jaw and the ear, right where those two meet is where you're going for. So as they grab, we're going to cradle the head so we have a base so we can't move the head away. We make our eagle beak fist and we put it right there, and then we just screw it in like a screwdriver. So you just grind it in, and just like Dee did, they move very quickly. Again, cradle, drive, and there you go. You can step back or you can step forward on these. It doesn't really matter. It's the same. Also, if your feet are in the air, they'll still work. So one more time, we'll go through all of them real quick. A version, they grab, rake the eyes, half fist the throat. The B version, step back, just whip through the mastoid area. C option, they grab, cradle, fist number 1 right to the back of the neck. And the last one, the D, they come in, the screwdriver with the eagle's beak fist. And those are front bear hugs A through D. The next technique we're going to look at is scimitar. Scimitar is for a right punch. Now as the right punch comes in, we're going to step in, knife edge strike the hand down on the radial nerve. That'll jerk the head forward. As the head comes forward, we're going to use an inverted knuckle rake or half fist through the eyes, and then we come back with a hammer fist through the kidney. Again, left foot to 1030, right hand cocked high as it gets ready for the strike. So this is your first move. So when you're stepping, make sure this is your position. Left soft bow, right hand cocked high by the head, left hand down in a knife edge position. As you go to your knuckle strike, you reverse it into a right soft bow with a right knuckle through the nose and eyes as the left hand stays in a check position. Then from here, we're going to reverse our soft bow again as we roll the hand over into a hammer fist, reverse into a left soft bow, maintaining that left hand check. Again, strike the radial nerve, eye rake, hammer fist. Okay, from a different angle. Scimitar, step left to 1030, knife edge strike to the radial nerve, right hand cocked high, left soft bow. Right through the eyes and nose, hammer fist back through the kidneys. Okay, one more time. Strike, strike through the eyes, hammer fist through the kidneys. Different angle. Step to 10-30, right hand cocked high, half fist inverted through the eyes and nose, hammer fist back through the kidney. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Just like crushing elbows, you should have 3 soft bows with this technique as well. The first thing you want to do is we're going to strike down. We don't want to strike out this time because we want to pull the head forward. So as the guy throws his punch, we're going to take a knife edge and kind of rake through that arm to pull the head forward. Then we're going to use a half fist, but turn it upside down, and we're going to rake through the eyebrow and the eyes itself, and the orbital eye socket. Then we're going to come back down right through the kidney and the sciatic nerve area with a hammer fist. Again, strike the hand down, hand cocked high, rake through the eye and the eyebrow, back through the kidney and the sciatic nerve. Okay, let's do it from a different direction so you can see the other side. Again, 1, hand high, 2, strike down and through the kidney and the sciatic nerve. Again, strike down, get that head forward, hand high, rake right through, and then back through this way, through the sciatic nerve. And you want to come down, if you're going to aim for the sciatic, you want to come down just at a slight angle, right on top of that hip as you drive through. That's called scimitar, A and B. The next technique we're going to look at is breaking the cross. This is for a 2-hand choke from behind, just like bridge is. The only difference is with bridge is they're at a distance. With breaking the cross, they're on top of you, so their hands are like this, so you don't have the room to go under. So this is how we would use this technique in this case, as you would use it to go around. So as they come up and grab, we're going to step out and counter grab. Then our right foot's going to step to about the 9 o'clock position as we break the arm, punching down with our right and lifting up with our left. Front snap kick the groin or leg, double them over, cradle and crush. Then again, grab, break, kick, rechamber, set down, and as we set, we're going to cradle and crush, and you should end up in a nice, good horse stance or fighting stance. Last time from this angle, grab, break, kick, cradle and crush. Okay, from this angle now. Counter grab. Step out. Punch. Now see how I'm punching down with my right and lifting up with my left. Front snap kick, rechamber, and as we set, we're going to cradle and crush. Again. Grab. Break. Kick. Punch. Or strike. Okay, from this angle. Step out. Here, punch down, kick, cradle and crush. Again, step out to a low horse, counter grab those wrists. Don't lift them up, just grab them. Dancer in front, break, kick, cradle and crush. You're going to step out with your right foot or left, it doesn't really matter, into a low horse stance. Counter grab the hands, step with your right to about 10-30. Pull the knot tight, break the right over the left, front snap kick the groin or the knee, and cradle and crush. Again, they grab. We step out into a low, grab the hands. Don't try to lift them, just grab them. Step across the body, they'll come right off. Pull this tight so that the right is above the left elbow, break, kick, and crush. One more time on this side. 1, 2, break, 3, 4, kick, 5 is the crush. Okay, from a different angle. Step out and grab. Come across, break it, kick, and smack. One more time. Grab. Here, make sure you tie that knot. Make sure this left elbow is above there so that you have a nice good base to break with. break the arm, kick the groin or the knee, and cradle and crush. That's called breaking the cross. Okay, the next technique we're going to look at is aiming the spear. This is a grab to your right shoulder along with a punch. So left grab to right shoulder, right punch. So as they come in to grab, we're going to use our flex block. Now flex block just basically comes straight up. And you use the forearm to kind of push or strike that hand loose. At the same time, we're going to step back with our right foot into 6 o'clock into a soft bow as we do our flex block, back to horse with our heel palm. That'll block the punch as well as strike your opponent. That's the first move. So it's like this. Then from here, as you push the head back, half fist to the throat to hard bow, back to fighting stance. So as they grab you, you're going to jerk them forward as you step back and into that heel palm. That's going to jerk that head back and open up that throat, and then we're going to pop it with our half fist. Okay? Again, clear and strike. Half fist the throat into a hard bow. Okay, from this angle, step, clear. Just about head height, making sure this forearm strikes through that wrist. Half fist the throat. Again, 1, 2. Okay, from this angle, just a couple of moves. Step back, heel palm, and clear at the same time. Half fist the hard bow. Again, 1, 2. And that's aiming the spear. First thing we're going to do is we're going to step back and do what we call a flex block. It's almost like pushing your hair back. You want to come up about forearm level and strike right through the arm. And as you do so, you're going to heel palm the jaw, and that'll jerk the head up, and you half fist the throat. Okay, again, they grab. This comes up just like this, and at the same time you step back, you're going to heel palm the jaw, then half fist the throat. Always being aware of the other hand. So this has to be done fairly quickly because the heel palm is going to help neutralize that arm. Again, 1, half fist the throat. Okay, a different angle so you can see the other parts of it. So when they grab, we're going to flex block so the hand comes just up like this. Right around the radial nerve. You're almost striking their radial nerve as you do this, or raking through it. At the same time, heel palm the jaw. Half fist them right in the throat, making sure you go to hard bow as you throw the half fist. Again, flex block, heel palm, half fist. And remember, the flex block is just right by your ear. It comes just like you're flexing your bicep. One last time. Striking heel palm, half fist the throat. That's called aiming the spear. Okay, the next technique we're going to look at is raising the staff. This is for a straight-on wrist grab. Now remember, if someone's grabbing your wrist, chances are there's a punch coming. They're not just grabbing to be grabbing, or they're trying to drag you somewhere. So, as they come up and grab, what we're going to do on the A version is it's going to take our step into a soft bow, try to drop the hand down and pull them off balance. Using the web of our hand, we're going to come straight up, high to get the arm up in the air like mine is now. And then we're just basically going to follow the contour of their arm and drive right on top of the chest muscles with a driving elbow. Again, your left hand will be in check. Come up and drive down. Okay, that's raising the staff A. Again. Now raising the staff B. What if they're throwing a punch? One possible way to block the punch is, as you come and lift the arm up, we're going to do a tiger jaws to the throat. This neutralizes that punch and keeps them from trying to punch again. As we drive the elbow down, we're going to rake the tiger jaw down and through his throat. Okay, again. This is raising the staff B. Hand comes up, grab the throat with your tiger jaw, just like a claw, but we're going to turn it sideways so that your fingers are apart, and this wraps around the windpipe. And then we pull and rake as we drive straight down. Okay, raising the staff A from here, up, and drive down. Again, making sure you capture that hand right in the web of yours. It'll be the easiest way to do it. And down. B version, we're going to not only neutralize the punch, but we're going to attack his throat. Okay, again, grab, soft bow, and drive as we go to horse. Okay, from this angle, step the soft bow up. A version, left hand in check, drive down. Okay, again, raising the staff A, up and down. B, we're now going to come in and grab the throat and rip and drive. Again, step, tiger jaw to the throat, hand in the air, drive out, pull, rip out as we drive down. And that's raising the staff A and B. Now remember, when someone's grabbing your wrist, chances are there's a punch coming. So we want to be able to neutralize the punch and take care of the grab. So we're going to do this by taking our hand and just bringing it the web hand up and coming straight up just like this so the wrist bends. Just like that into the wrist. They'll let go. Go ahead, hang on a little tighter. If you do this right, it doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to hang on because you're going to go against the thumb. Now to neutralize this punch, in case they do, we're going to step in as we lift and we're going to grab them by the throat. That'll act as a block for this. We pull, at the same time we drive down on the top of the muscle and nerve bundle there. Again, they grab. Hand comes up. We drive straight down as we wrap around the windpipe with the tiger's jaw. We rake out and drive down. One more time. Grab. Step and lift. Follow the contour of the arm straight down as we grab the throat and drive onto the top of the chest. From a different angle. This is called raising the staff being the arm. We step in just like this. The hand just kind of comes just like that. Simple as that. Just step in and lift, drive, and rip. Again. One, and this move here is two. It's all one motion. Last time. Raising the staff. Hand comes up. Just like that. Web of the hand, let's straight up, grab the throat, and drive. It's raising the staff. The next technique we're going to look at is lowering the gate. Lowering the gate, A and B are identical except A is for a right punch and B is for a left punch. But you do the exact same things, just one's power side, one's weak side. So in lowering the gate A, which you're going to find in your short 2 kata of purple belt, is for a right punch. We're going to do a left upwards block, a right strike to the sternum, straight down to the groin, and back to chamber as we go back into horse. So you should strike into hard bow, and then back to horse. Okay, again on A, striking down. The B version, like I said, is weak side, so it's going to be for a left punch. So we're going to throw a right upwards block and rake down. Again, upwards, striking down. Okay, from here, A, left punch. I'm sorry, right punch, left upwards block, strike the solar plexus and rake down. Okay, one more time. Right punch, left upwards block, striking down. All the way down to the groin. Okay, again. Weak side now. Left punch, right upwards block, strike the solar plexus and rake down to the groin. Okay, again. Upwards and strike. From here. Okay, A, right punch, left block, striking down. Okay, last time. It's not much different than a Kenpo shield A technique, except we're going to use a middle knuckle fist and just follow through with the rake. So upwards, strike, and rake. Again for B, upwards, strike, and rake. And that's lowering the gate A and B. Punch. So he comes in, we block, we use our middle knuckle fist, and we strike into the solar plexus and rake down through to the groin. Again, one, strike and rake, rake it all the way through the groin. The B version is in your kata, but it's also to show you that it doesn't matter whether it's a right or left. So in this case, we're just going to go ahead and show you with a left punch. So he throws a left. We'll do the same thing weak side and strike. Go ahead and leave the punch there. Go ahead. If I did it this way, it wouldn't really matter. The only thing that would really change would be my targeting slightly. So it doesn't matter whether it's a left or right. So B version, the only difference is we're going to do it weak side. So A is power, B is weak. So back to A, upwards block, strike into the solar plexus and then rake through to the groin. One last time on A. 1, strike and rake. B, same as A, but it's just weak side. Doesn't matter whether you throw left or right. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, those are lowering the gate, A and B version. The next technique we're going to look at is rocking elbow. This is for a straight arm wrist grab. Now once again, remember, if someone's grabbing your wrist, chances are there's a punch coming. Even though the technique itself doesn't call for defending against the punch, always keep that in mind. And with that in mind, as they grab, since we know there's probably a punch coming, what we're going to do is we're going to counter grab the wrist, and we're going to step into soft bow and push up on the fingers and get them up off their toes, and then we're going to rock our elbow to try to break or hyperextend their elbow. That should protect us from any strikes. Hammer fist the groin, push the arm down or slam it down as we back fist the face. Again, counter grab, step the soft bow. You should be pushing up on the fingers and breaking or hyperextending that elbow or damaging it as best you can. Hammer fist the groin as we hang on to the hand, slam the hand down, and check it as we back fist, or you can maintain the grip for further action against your opponent. Again, grab, soft bow, break the horse, back hammer fist, back fist. Okay, from this angle, grab, break, hammer fist, back fist. Again, hammer fist, back fist. From this angle, counter grab, you're just grabbing the wrist, step the soft bow, push it up on the fingers as we break into horse, hanging onto the grip, hammer fist the groin, then back fist the face as we slam the hand down or push it out of the way to get to the face. And that is rocking elbow. So if someone comes up and grab, and this time what we want to do is we want to step in, and as we do so, we want to drop the arm just a little bit to pull them off balance. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to use the fingers against them. So as we come in, we're going to drop, push against the fingers, and then pop up to break the elbow, hammer fist the groin, get the hand out of the way, and back fist the face. Again, now, this just grabs. We just step down, pull them off balance just a little bit, and basically just slip out through the fingers just like that. So it's soft bow, pop, to break, hammer fist, back fist. Again, counter grab. Step in, pull them down to get them off balance, pop up, back fist, hammer fist, the face and groin. From a different angle, again, counter grab. Pull them off balance. This is important because up until this point, he can hit you. So we want to kind of detour that, get that arm neutralized a little bit, and protect yourself. Pop, hammer fist, back fist. Remember, the reason they're grabbing is there's a punch coming. There's no other reason for it. So counter grab, drop the weight, neutralize that arm a little bit, break it, hammer fist the groin, pull the hand out of the way, and back fist the face. That's called rocking elbow. The next technique we're going to look at is rocking elbow. This is for a straight arm wrist grab. Now once again, remember, if someone's grabbing your wrist, chances are there's a punch coming. Even though the technique itself doesn't call for defending against the punch, always keep that in mind. And with that in mind, as they grab, since we know there's probably a punch coming, what we're going to do is we're going to counter grab the wrist, and we're going to step into soft bow and push up on the fingers and get them up off their toes, and then we're going to rock our elbow to try to break or hyperextend their elbow. That should protect us from any strikes. Hammer fist the groin, push the arm down or slam it down as we back fist the face. Again, counter grab, step the soft bow. You should be pushing up on the fingers and breaking or hyperextending that elbow or damaging it as best you can. Hammer fist the groin as we hang on to the hand, slam the hand down, and check it as we back fist, or you can maintain the grip for further action against your opponent. Again, grab, soft bow, break the horse, back hammer fist, back fist. Okay, from this angle, grab, break, hammer fist, back fist. Again, hammer fist, back fist. From this angle, counter grab, you're just grabbing the wrist, step the soft bow, push it up on the fingers as we break into horse, hanging onto the grip, hammer fist the groin, then back fist the face as we slam the hand down or push it out of the way to get to the face. And that is rocking elbow. So if someone comes up and grab, this time what we want to do is we want to step in, and as we do so we want to drop the arm just a little bit, pull them off balance. Also what we're going to do is we're going to use the fingers against them. So as we come in, we're going to drop, push against the fingers, and then pop up to break the elbow, hammer fist the groin, get the hand out of the way, and back fist the face. Again, now this just grabs. We just step down, pull them off balance just a little bit, and basically just slip out through the fingers just like that. So it's soft bow, pop, to break, hammer fist, back fist. Again, counter grab. Step in, pull them down to get them off balance, pop up, back fist, hammer fist, the face and groin. From a different angle, again, counter grab, pull them off balance. This is important because up until this point, he can hit you. So we want to kind of detour that, get that arm neutralized a little bit, and protect yourself. Pop, hammer fist, back fist. Remember, the reason they're grabbing is there's a punch coming. There's no other reason for it. So counter grab, drop the weight, neutralize that arm a little bit, break it, hammer fist the groin, pull the hand out of the way, and back fist the face. That's called rocking elbow. The next technique we're going to look at is reverse hammerlock. Now, reverse hammerlock is for a hammerlock from behind. The difference is it's in a cross arm grab rather than a straight arm grab. In passing the horizon, for example, that's a straight arm hammerlock. In this case, they're using a left grab to your right arm, so it's a cross arm grab. So you can't get the same reaction that you're looking for as you would in passing the horizon. So in this case, on the A version, they're right on top of you like this. So we're going to step forward as we counter grab. We're going to step to a soft bow. Elbow is cocked at shoulder level. And we're going to pivot the horse as we break their elbow and then hammer fist the groin. Okay, again, we got us in a hammerlock. We counter grab as we step forward. Now you want to step to about 12 o'clock, but it could be either direction slightly. It doesn't have to be exactly 12. Soft bow. Left hand cocked at shoulder level, elbow as we pivot the horse, watching your opponent, and hammer fist the groin. One more time on A, and hammer fist the groin. Now the B variation to this is identical. The only difference is they're at arm's length. So B is for back. We step back into them and do the exact same motion. Okay, again. The B version, counter grab, step back to about the 430 position, break, and hammer fist. So A is forward, B is back. So let's do these one more time from this angle. The A version, step forward, and hammer fist. The B version, step back, and hammer fist. Okay, from this angle, so the A, they got us the hammer lock, we step forward to about 10:30, 12 o'clock, elbow, hammer fist. Again, break, hammer fist. The B version, same thing, but step back. Okay, one last time. And that's reversing hammer lock A and B. So the A version, they're on top of you. And what we're going to do is we're going to step out and counter grab. And as we step out and counter grab, we're going to set our arm up to drive right above the elbow to break, then hammer fist the groin, back fist the face. Again, they grab into a hammer lock. We step out and counter grab the hand. Break the arm, hammer fist the groin, and that's all there is. Again, break, hammer fist. Now the only difference between A and B is B, we're at a distance. So maybe they've got their arm on their shoulder, but there's some space between you. So stepping out really won't work. So we're going to step in and break the elbow, hammer fist the groin. Again, they counter grab. We step out, we break, we hammer fist. One last time. Counter grab. 1, 2. That's called reverse hammer lock. The next technique we're going to look at is anvil A, B, C, and D. Anvil is for a two-hand grab. Now what we're going to do is, we have learned in previous belts, what we want to release from is we want to release from the weakest part of the grips, which is the thumb. So in this case, we're going to pull the hand out straight to your shoulders in the shape of an anvil. So as they come back here on the A version, there's A through D, we're going to step back left, back knuckle the radial nerves as we step forward into a hard bow, into what we call a butterfly strike. They're basically two heel palms, fingers pointed away, one to either side of the rib cage. Okay, again, from here. Now, does it matter if you step back or left or right? No, I could step back right and do the exact same motion. It's kind of an irrelevant question because it doesn't affect the technique whatsoever. So from here, pull, back knuckle right into chamber as we step forward, double butterfly strike to either side of the sternum as we go into a hard bow. Now, A through D, or A through C, I should say, are all basically the same motion with minor variations. So one last time on A. Step back right or left, back knuckle, and heel palm. Tradition is to step back right. Last time. Clear, back knuckle right into the radial nerves as you pull into chamber, and using that same continuous motion without stopping, double heel palm to the solar plexus. Now the B version, same thing, but we want to back them off a little bit. Maybe they're too close. So we come in, front snap kick, rechamber, set down into our butterfly strikes. Okay, again on B. Step back, clear, kick, and butterfly strikes. Now the C version, C, if you're up against the wall, say like this. I don't have the room to step back without running into it. So C is step back into cat. In this case, we're going to step back left, draw to a right cat stance, front snap kick the groin, back them up just a bit, give us some room, then our double butterfly strikes to the solar plexus to back them up even further. That's A through C. Now the D, what if you can't release? Now there really shouldn't be any reason you can't if you do it properly, but for some reason, let's say you can't. Well, basically, you just spread them and kick. Just spread the arms apart, don't fight it, open up a center line, and front snap kick the groin. Then usually from there, you can sometimes lead right into it. Okay, let's go through these from a different angle. The A version. Step back right, pull the arms against the thumb, right into the shoulders, step forward as we double strike the back knuckles to the radial nerve, hard bow, double heel palm, or what's known as a butterfly strike. Okay, again on A. Clear, strike, palm strike, or butterfly strikes. B, same thing. Now we're going to add the front snap kick. Okay, again. Clear, strike, kick, rechamber, set, and butterfly strikes. C, we're up against the wall. Draw the cat, kick, rechamber, set, butterfly strikes. And D, can't get released for some reason, so we're just going to spread the arms and front snap kick the groin. Okay, from here, A, pull, back knuckle the radial nerve, step forward, butterfly strike. Try to keep that all one continuous motion so that we can use that continuous motion into the power of our hard bow. Last time for A, clear, step, and strike. B, same thing, but now we're going to add the front snap kick and strike. Now make sure you rechamber that kick. Set it where you want it and land into the strike so that you can develop the power that you need. Again, 1, clear, kick, rechamber, set down, and into the strike. C, draw the cat, kick, and strike. D, spread them and kick them. Okay? You can't get loose, so don't fight it. Don't spend time and energy fighting it. Just spread them, kick them, and then usually, like I said before, you can go on to the technique, but it's not required for the technique. That's anvil A through D. It's like the old anvils that blacksmiths use, is the motion we're going to use. Now there again, we want to go against the thumbs, not the fingers, because we're never going to win. So what we're going to do is we're going to step back. Pull the hands straight to our shoulders as we pull against those thumbs. The hands should release very easily. Here, that will also put the hands where we want them to be. We're going to back fist right on top of the radial nerves as we draw our hands into chamber. Step forward, double butterfly strike to the floating rib cage, up and in as we go to hard bow. Again, we step back, pull the hands straight out, back knuckle through it, step through, and double heel palm, or butterfly strikes is what they're called, up into the floating rib. One more time on A, because everything's pretty much the same as A. 1, clear, and strike. Okay, the B version. This time we're going to add a front snap kick. Maybe when you clear, the guy's too close to you, like this. So when we go to do this, we don't really have the room to step, so we want to back him off just a bit. So we're going to come in, clear the arms, kick him, he backs off, and we get in position for our strike. Again, on B, step back, clear the arms, kick the groin, land into a butterfly strike. Make sure you land into it and into a hard poke. One last time on B, clear, strike the radial nerves, kick the groin, double heel palm to the floating rib cage. C version. Okay, this time you're like up against the wall or you have people behind you, but whatever reason is, you don't have the room to step back. So we're going to draw the cat and do the same thing. Clear, kick, and drive. Okay, again. Now remember, when we step back, we're not taking a huge step back because we don't have the room. Otherwise, we would just step back. It's just a slight step, clear the arms, front snap, kick the groin, land into a butterfly strike. One more time on C. 1, clear, kick, and strike. D. D is designed for whatever reason you don't have the time, you can't get loose. For whatever reason though, you're having trouble making this work. So the easiest thing is even if they're as stiff arm as they can be, go ahead and stiff arm it, and I have trouble getting out, If you go against the shoulders, there's nothing they can do. You can't resist with the shoulder. So that's why we're just going to spread them and kick them, okay? So remember, if someone grabs you really tight on this and you can't seem to get loose, don't fight it. Just spread it and kick it. And that's anvil A through D. The next technique we're going to look at is knee lift. Knee lift is for a bear hug, arms pinned, and it's hot, which means you have the lower use of your arms plus your legs. So in this case, they're right on top of you, and you don't have anything but your lower arms to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our thumbs and we're going to strike them right into the groin. This should release them enough that we can get our hands in there and do a heel palm side thrust kick. Heel palm to the chest, side thrust kick to the knee, whichever is available. So again, strike. That should loosen them up to back them up just a bit. Heel palm, side thrust kick. Okay, from this angle. Strike the groin. That should give them this. Maybe back them up a bit, hopefully. And heel palm, strike. Okay, again. Strike with the throwings. You're just taking your thumbs and striking right into the groin. Heel palm, side thrust kick. From this angle. Strike. Heel palm, side thrust. Okay, last time. Thumb strikes to the groin. Side thrust, heel palm. And that's knee lift. We're going to have some space here so you can kind of see what I'm doing, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see it. We're going to take our thumb strike and you're going to strike right into the groin of the guy's groin. This will release the grip just a little bit. Then we're going to counter grab wherever you can and knee the groin. There's your term knee lift. Then from there, we're going to heel palm the chest. At the same time, we're going to side thrust kick the knee. Again, let's get back here just a little bit. So they grab. Remember, this would normally be a tight grab like this where you got not a lot of room. But we're going to put some space in here so you can kind of see what's going on. So you strike the groin. You come up and you counter grab. You knee the groin. Kind of push them away a little bit to give you some room. Heel palm the chest. Side thrust kick the knee at the same time. Okay, one more time. Double thumb strikes to the groin. Counter grab. Knee the groin. Kind of push it back just a little bit so that you've got some room to maneuver. At the same time, after that, you're going to heel palm the chest and side thrust kick the knee. And that's called knee. Okay, the next technique is called crane leap. Crane leap is for a cross arm grab or a handshake. Now, as the name comes from, we're going to leap into the strike. So as they grab our hand, what we want to do is left heel palm to the elbow as we bend the fingers to lock that arm out as best we can. At the exact same time, we're going to leap forward till about 11 o'clock with our left leg as we heel palm and drive our right knee into the body or groin. So the A version is just knee and elbow. Now everything is based off of that move. The B version, same as A, we're just going to add a kick to it. So we come in, side thrust kick, and plant down. The idea being as we pulled them, their leg came forward, which gave us the leg to kick. So again, on B, heel palm, side thrust kick, and down. See? Heel palm, this time we're going to grab them by the medial nerve, pull them in, and chop the back of the neck. Again on C. Knee, pull, and chop. D is all the above. We're going to combine everything together. So we're going to drive the knee, side thrust kick, rechamber, pull, and chop. So we have crane leap A. Drive that knee straight in. Crane leap B. Side thrust kick. Crane leap D, or C. Chop. Now crane leap D. Thrust and chop, which is all the above. So from this angle, crane leap A. Drive that knee as we leap into the strike. B. Add our side thrust. C. Pull by the medial nerve and strike the back of the neck. D. All the above. Knee, strike, pull, and chop. And from here, A. Drive the knee straight in as we heel palm and pull them into us. B. Same thing, but add a thrust to the knee. C. Pull them in and chop the back of the neck. And D, all the above. Drive, pull, chop. And that's crane leap A through D. Now again, remember, if someone's shaking your hand and you're having to defend yourself, it's most likely because there's a punch coming. So, as the guy shakes your hand, on the A version, all we're going to do is kind of leap forward just to put toe to toe with him and drive our knee into his solar plexus. At the same time, we want to heel palm the elbow. So we're going to leap forward and drive and pull. So if you kind of do a little bit of that full speed, you get that motion. Okay, again, from here, boom. That'll pull them right into it. We do it again slowly. So you grab, you leap forward at the same time, you heel palm, and you drive the knee into the gut. Okay, the B version. Same as A, but now we're going to add one thing to it. Heel palm drive, side thrust kick. Okay, again, handshake, drive, side thrust kick the knee. Okay, one more time on B. Here, 1, 2. The C version. Okay, we're going to do the same as A. 1, but this time we're going to pull them in, so we want to grab the nerve right at the elbow to hang on to them, and we're going to chop the back of the neck. Again, they grab. 1, pull, and chop. Again, grab, pull, and chop. Okay, the D version is just a combination of all the above. So we grab their hand, we knee them, we break them, we pull, and we chop. Again, handshake, heel palm, break, pull, and chop. Okay, one more time on crane leap D. Remember, D is just nothing but a combination of A through C. Heel palm, break the knee, pull them in, and chop. That's crane leap A through D. The next technique we're going to look at is driving elbow. Driving elbow is for a bear hug from behind, your arms are pinned. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to do this from this angle. I think it'd be easier to start off this way. As they grab you, we're going to step forward, and you just want to punch forward and back as hard as you can to loosen up that grip. Once they loosen it up, we step slightly forward with our right to cat and back kick. So again, on driving elbows A and B. The A version, just step forward. Drive those elbows back as hard as you can to strike them with it and to loosen that grip. Once it's loose enough, pull the cat and back kick. Okay, again from this angle. So we're going to step forward, drive. Driving those elbows into their solar plexus and body as hard as we can. Also punching forward to hopefully loosen those arms up. Draw a cat and back kick. Okay, last time. Drive and kick. Now the B version is a what if. What if you didn't get loose? Well, that's simple. You sit here and you drive and you don't get loose. you back kick them anyway. No matter what, you continue on with the technique is what they're trying to teach you. So again on on B, my apologies. Again on B, we drive forward, we can't get loose, so we back kick it anyway. So the same thing is going to be on A and B. The only difference is on A, we're going to draw the cat and kick. And on B, we're loose, but we can't. So we just step back into it and back kick the knee as best we can. So last time, A, drive as hard as we can, hold a cat because we got loose, and back kick. B, we drive as hard as we can't get loose, so we just back kick anyway, but leave off the cat. That's driving elbows, A and B. So, as Lee will show, he comes in, they grab. First thing you're going to do is you're going to step forward and you're just going to drive your arms. This will break the arms loose most likely. Then you draw back the cat and back kick the body or the knee. Again, here, just drive the elbows until they let go, draw the cat, and back kick the body or the kneecap. The B version to this. This time you drive but you can't get loose. Doesn't matter, back kick them anyway. Just goes to show you if the technique don't work, just go to the next move. It most likely will. Again, drive, you don't come loose, don't worry about it. Back kick to the knee of the leg. And that's called driving elbow, A and B. The next technique we're going to look at is crossing guard A and B. A and B are pretty much the same thing other than the position of your hand. So on crossing guard A, you got an offensive motion over here from the side. For whatever reason, you want to attack first to get the initial surprise on your opponent. So from here, you're going to take your left foot, do what we call a twist stance, which means you put one foot in front of the other, unlike a dancer, which goes behind. So we're going to take our left foot, step to the 3 o'clock position with our left hand in check. Now in the A version, the right hand is cocked high by the head. Then we back fist down into the solar plexus, double them over, reach in and grab a shirt collar as we pivot out for an elbow strike to the face. Again, twist. Left foot steps to 3, toes pointing to 12, left hand in check. Hand cocked high, back fist, grab, pivot out for the elbow strike to the face. And last time on A. Twist stance as we step forward or across to 3, left hand in check, right hand high by the ear, back fist into the solar plexus, grab, and elbow into the face. The B version on this is the same thing. Step to 3, left hand in check, but this time our right hand is low, and we back fist, grab, and elbow. Okay. Crossing guard B. Left hand in check, left steps to 3 into a twist stance, right hand cocked low, back fist into the solar plexus, grab, unwind as we elbow. And that's crossing guard A and B, and this concludes Tracy's orange belt. You got an opponent standing off to your right side, and for whatever reason, you feel that you need to initiate the move first. So what we're going to do is from here, we're going to cross step with a check, and as we check, we're going to bring our hand high, and then we strike the solar plexus. This will double them over. We grab a shirt or whatever we can get our hands on, and then elbow the face or forearm the face. Again, so you got your opponent standing here. We need to start this fight. We're going to strike the solar plexus, double them over, grab them, and elbow. Now the only difference between A and B is the position of your hand. On A, your hand is high. On B, your hand is low. So we're going to come in, and we're still going to strike the same thing, grab, and strike the face. So the only difference between A and B is the position of your right hand. So A, your position will be high, and B, your position will be low. And we're going to go in what we call a twist stance, which means the foot is going to cross in front of the other foot. Unlike dancer where you cross behind. This time we're going to cross in front. So we call it a twist stance. Boom. Then we use it to unwind to develop our power for our elbow strike. So one last time. Crossing guard A, hand in check. Left foot crosses, hand held high, strike the solar plexus, grab them, elbow is face. B version, twist stance, hand in check, right hand is low, back fist the solar plexus, grab the shirt and elbow. Those are crossing guard A and B.